some people probably saw you primarily as a pass rush specialist, but you've been getting some more opportunities. I think this season you've grown as a player. What's the transition been like, and how would you rate your play to go from, the perception that you're just a pass rush guy to a complete outside linebacker?
Well, I'm gonna answer that question for you, Cody. And to be honest with you, man, I don't really know where this notion came from that I've only been good at pass rush or that I can't play all four downs. If anyone were to look back at my college film, they'd see a complete player, someone that dominated the edge, where that was in coverage or on the line of scrimmage. So I've never had the idea or the thought in my own mind that I'm just a pass rusher, something that I'm good at, obviously. Something that pays bills, but me as just a pass rusher that's not a thing. I'm versatile. I can do a lot of things. I'm in coverage often. I can set the edge. I can play stack. I can play on the line of scrimmage. So it's really my growth has really been dependent on wherever the team needed me to play. So if they needed me to be in coverage a little bit more this week, I stay at the practice or ask more questions or get with the DBs, to help better understand what they're trying to do against us or trying to do against me. Just things like that, where if I'm playing, it's a big run day or a big run heavy team, someone that plays in a lot of big personnel like 12, 13, 21 and 22, things like that. I may ask Jay what's he thinking in terms of the action he may get on the line of scrimmage, and things like that. Or I may ask TA and Zach, what they're thinking when we're playing certain defenses where we're out to play stacked and things like that. So that's pretty much it.
Mark Berman.
Hey, Jacob, and speaking of growth, what do you think of your growth this year within the Texans defense?
I think it's been tremendous. I think I like to think I do a lot of good things, and obviously I'm not perfect, but try to be perform to the best of my ability, try to do things that the team asked me to do, try to do my job and do my job well, be where I'm supposed to be and make plays. So in terms of my growth within this organization, I think it's been great. It's the place I've been the longest. I'm really comfortable here. Love the guys, good chemistry with everyone. So it's been awesome.
Where do you think the defense is right now in general as y'all head to Chicago?
I think this is a team that's come week in and week out, every day to get better, and it's really stacking those 1% on top of each other, that make changes. And it's all about progress. It doesn't matter how slow or fast the progress is, as long as you're taking the next step forward. We're getting there. So I love playing with these guys on this defense. I think it's a great defense to play in and play with. So I'm excited to play with these guys this Sunday.
What's the mindset when you're going against a defense that is ranked pretty low, near the bottom, or does that even matter when you're prepping for them?
Every game's a big game, man. It's not really about the stat column or whether it's ourselves or our opponents. We're really focusing on the things that we need to focus on, making sure our footwork's right, our communication's right. And that's what really dictates the game. The NFL is a business where wins and losses, come in a very small margin. The score may tell you one thing, but this is a game of inches. This is a game of 2, 3, 4 plays, that can change a whole series, change a whole game. So being prepared for those little moments and those little details within your game, I think that's what we're really good at focusing on.
Drew.
Jacob, what's the challenge when you look on tape of Mitchell Trubisky? And then as a follow-up, what have you seen from their tackles, their front there that protects him? Thanks a lot.
Mr. Trubisky, that's a guy that's pretty dynamic. He can do a lot of things with his legs, do a lot of things inside and outside the pocket. And then their O-line, I got a chance to have the opportunity to play with Jermaine Ifedi in Seattle, and he was their right tackle. And I'm a big fan of Jermaine. Got a chance to learn from him and Dwayne when I was in Seattle. So I'm looking forward to lining up against him for the first time since I was in Seattle. But overall, they have some good players up front. They got Jermaine Ifedi. They have number 72, who's I believe a Pro Bowler in either 18 or 19. So they got some guys. They got some guys up front. And just coming every week, taking it no difference. Where they're at in terms of percentages in the NFL or percentages of whatever stat sheet you want to look at. it's the same process for me, regardless of who it is. It could be a first-round draft pick. It could be the best tackle in the NFL. It could be the worst tackle in the NFL. I'm going to prepare the same week in and week out, studying their footwork, studying their hands, and I'm just trying to pick up on the little details I can pick up on.
Berman.
Jacob, along those lines, he's only been sacked 12 times this year. When you see that, what's the message there?
Try to sack him. Try to be 13.
Everybody good? All right. Thanks, Jacob.
Thank you.